Hey guys, JG here, and welcome to episode 7 of The Legend of Leicester. Now, we have a few things to go over today, namely the fact that we're currently 16th in the league, which is rather bad. However, I have some positives to draw nonetheless. Let's go take a look at our fixtures. Now, first of all, I'd like to take a look. Let's take a look at our Europa League group. Because we've currently won every game. Because we've currently won every game we've played in. We have beaten Galatasaray 3-1, Lech Poznan 4-0, and Genk 1-0. And so that's pretty damn good. But that wasn't what I wanted to say, actually. What I wanted was to take a look at was the first 4 games in the Premier League. You saw the 3-1 defeat to Chelsea. I then that was when the playoff game was. I beat Dynamo Minsk 6-3 on aggregate, so that's all fine and dandy. I then lost 2-1 to Southampton, drew 2-2 to Crystal Palace, and lost 2-1 to Middlesbrough. And, well, that wasn't good. So, what did I decide to do? I decided to switch up my tactics. Let's go take a look. We are now playing a 4-4-2. You may also notice a new name in the lineup because I sort of panicked. Because apparently during the summer, I had promised one of my players, I believe it was Huth, that I would significantly strengthen the squad in the transfer window. And I realized that I was severely lacking a competent striker. Which will later be revealed to not have been a problem, but I'll get to that. So I decided to splash 20 million on Embolo. Not particularly exciting, because everybody knows who he is in Football Manager. But yeah, 20 million to Basel, and I get Embolo. Now, ironically, this has proved to not benefit, because Iheanacho has been fantastic. Completely and utterly... Okay, he has actually not done too well in the Premier League, but still, he's been a revelation, especially in Europe. I believe if we go look at the main stats, he's currently leading both the goal and assist charts. Now, this could very well have something to do with the fact that I switched to a two-striker formation. Who would know if he'd done the same here? I don't know. But Iheanacho has been doing really, really well. I'm currently training him to improve his finishing. And Embolo to... I don't remember what I'm training him in. I'm training him to his positioning, off the ball. So yeah, and Embolo has yet to score in his Leicester career, which is kind of depressing, but not really much to do about it. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to go over. I also found an interesting new stat screen the other day. Let's go take a look. This one. This is an overview of all the transfers conducted, I actually think all the transfers conducted in the Premier League this transfer window. Now I want to highlight something. Top transfer, Gonzalo Higuain from Napoli to Arsenal. Second to top transfer, for 51 million, Andreu Fontas from Celta Vigo to Manchester City. Now, you're probably asking yourself, who the fuck is Andreu Fontas? At least that's roughly what I said, so let's take a look at him. I mean, is he good? Yeah, I guess. Is he 50 million good? Not by a long shot. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't even have paid half that for him. I don't know what City were thinking. I honestly don't. I mean, sure, he played well for Celta Vigo, averaging a 7.53 rating. But come on! And I mean, he's played 5 out of 10 games for City, so I guess he is actually getting game time. But come on, City, I know you have money, but good lord. Anyways, I just wanted to highlight that. If we just take a quick look over other major transfers, Chelsea have signed Lacazette. United have sold both Depay and Blind. And see here. Bayern bought Lukaku, City bought Carlos Bacca, and then there's the Vardy transfer, and the Drinkwater transfer. Tottenham bought Douglas Costa. That's interesting. Didn't he do well at Bayern? He did all right, but didn't exactly set the legal light as he's done in real life. So Bayern decided to sell him at a loss. Anything else interesting? Gabriel Barbosa? Meh, he's gone to Bayern. Maybe part of a swap deal, I don't know. Stoke have signed Berardi. He tends to get very good in this game, so that could be interesting. Then there's the Embolo signing. United have signed Insigne. Arsenal have signed Manolas. Liverpool sold Origi. Then we signed Iheanacho. Toulouse have signed Ben Yedder. That's interesting. He's an absolute monster on FIFA. I don't actually know how he is in Football Manager, or in real life for that matter. Actually, I do know how he's in real life. He's like the 5th top scorer in a team that's about to get relegated. That's interesting. Anyways, I just wanted to highlight that because I found the screen while I was going through things, and I found it interesting. I never really noticed it was there, even though it's probably rather common knowledge. If we just take a quick look at the team, obviously I've reorganized some training focuses with the new tactic, and we have a massive surplus of central defenders, but that's just how it is. Moore has requested to leave, but he retracted his statement. But since we do have some aging players, it might not be too bad that we get to rotate in. Amati has been doing really, really well this season, actually. He's been doing quite well. Okay, I got distracted. Anyways, Schmeichel is injured, Cabral is suspended, and today we're playing Galatasaray in Istanbul. So that's going to hopefully be an interesting game. So why don't we just advance to that? We beat them, 3-1 last time? So hopefully we can repeat that. Let's see. Rui, yes, that's fine. See, the downside to this tactic, I could just go over the tactic. It's a pretty simple 4-4-2, to be fair. Some defenders, some fullbacks / wingbacks. Actually, these are pretty attacking wingbacks. Then we'll have some wide midfielders, a ball-winning midfielder, and a central midfielder, followed by a deep-lying forward and support, and an advanced forward. Now, what I was about to say was, the massive downside to this is that our star player is significantly less effective right now. Riyad Mahrez. Obviously he can play right mid, but I don't... Okay, considering the stats highlighted... No, this is what I wanted. I forgot. What's the duty? They're on attack. So if I'm going to check this... to be fair, apart from his tackling and his positioning, and his team... Okay, to be fair, this role doesn't suit Mahrez very well. He's going to be significantly less effective. Hopefully I can train him to be somewhat effective. But it would be a lie to say Mahrez is going to be equally good as he was last season. That's probably not going to happen. But, if last 5 games, almost a 7.5, so he hasn't been complete shit. Great. Also, a lot of my players came to bitch to me because we weren't doing very well in the league. So I told them that I was aware of this and we needed to rally up, and they accepted that. So some of them, that's why there's quite a discrepancy in the morale. Anyways, hopefully the good performance in Europa League will trump the fact that we are currently close to relegation. But as mentioned, we lost a lot in the start. We actually lost 3 games that we probably would have won or at least drawn if we had switched tactics earlier. So if we just take a look at table, let's say that we gain 5 points from that. That leaves us with 14 points, then we're already around mid-table again. So I think this position sounds worse than it is. We're probably going to get relegated now, but that's just how it is. Anyways, I think this team is just about what it's supposed to be. We're not guaranteed any advancement from the group stage yet, but we're going to have to fuck up pretty badly in order not to. But let's go for it. I'm going to assume Galatasaray are favourite for this game, despite us beating them at home last time. But yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah, Galatasaray are barely favourites. If we get 1 point... No, if we get 3 points, we're guaranteed. think. No, we're not even. No way, because they go head-to-head result. So if we win, we're guaranteed advancement. If we draw and Lech Poznan win, we're guaranteed advancement. But Lech Poznan are not going to win. Just look at the results so far. So yeah, they still have Schneider. Anyways, let's take a look at the teams. They have Podolski out top, then they have Bruma and Schneider. Then we have, I'm assuming this is Andrea Silkovic. It is one of the most famous FM wonder kids. They managed to get him from Partizan Belgrade. That's going to be interesting because he tends to develop into something ridiculous. Then they have Selçuk Inan and who the hell's Jose Rodriguez? I don't know. Nope, don't know who that is. Did I just crash my game? No, I didn't. Great. Then I have Alex Tellers, Kaya. Have they signed Rugani? No. Okay, it's only a loan. Okay. I'm slightly more calm now. To be fair, he did only play 3 games for Juventus, so maybe that's fair enough. Why is it so slow all of a sudden? There we go. Then I have some dude called Lines and Fernando Muslera. And our team, I haven't really gone through it much, to be fair. But Iheanacho, Embolo, Albright and Conte, King, Mahrez, Fuchs, Jorge, Amate, Trippier and Rui. That was a quick run through, but more isn't really needed. Let's go. We need to beat Galatasaray and secure our advancement to the first knockout round of the Europa League, which would be pretty cool. Now, I think that highlight should have gone on, because that looked like a good chance, but apparently the game engine disagreed. Okay, so we're in blue and Galatasaray playing in their standard. I don't even know what colour to call it. Yeah, he kept it in. Impressive. So now King has it off to Conte. Oh, Iheanacho! Good save by Muslera. Good save. But this just proves how dangerous Iheanacho can be. Despite being only 20, he's absolutely lethal when it comes to latching onto balls, and he's proved that multiple times in his first few games for the club. Actually, I actually thought Iheanacho was younger than he is. I mean, Embolo is 19 and Iheanacho is 20, and Iheanacho scores 1-0 to Leicester. Well done. I actually thought Embolo was older, but maybe it's just Embolo who's significantly younger than expected rather than Iheanacho who's older than expected. I'm not entirely sure. But Embolo he doesn't even get the assist there. He gets a key pass, I guess. Good header by Iheanacho. That's probably a name I'm going to have to learn to pronounce properly, because if he keeps going like this, he can become an important long-term player for the club. Although I suppose Iheanacho is somewhat close, although I don't really know. But Embolo hasn't scored for the club yet, as mentioned. So that's kind of worrying. He's not been playing badly, he just hasn't provided the numbers. So, I mean, numbers aren't all, but I definitely would like some goals and some assists. Now, lob it up to Iheanacho. Okay. Conte. Now Rugani intercepts. Anyways, if we could win this, that would be really nice, because that guarantees us not promotion, what the hell am I talking about? Advancement to the next stage of Europa League. And, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Hopefully, if we should fail in the league, that gives us a good shot. Maybe we have a case of Liverpool-itis. Oh god, long ball to Podolski. Don't go in. Oh, good save by Rui, to be fair. I mean, Podolski's got a lethal left foot. Anyone who follows football will know that. Anyways, let's see what's going on here. Jorge gets it away, I think, in an aerial battle over Schneider. You're not going to lose an aerial battle to Wesley Schneider. That's just not going to happen. Gashed head, I think I will leave him on until half-time. A gashed head isn't... It's not one of those injuries which will get worse if I leave him on. But I will probably bring him off now. I should have checked my subs before I started this game. Do I really want to play youngster Lewis Bolton? Do I want to move up Amate and play Moore? Nah, I'll play Bolton. That'll work. He's not bad, he's just not... Well, he's not mature, so to speak. But yeah, let's go with that. Hopefully he can perform well regardless. Prove me wrong that your age should be an hindrance. Okay, so that's a good start, I guess. I think that's the first time we've actually seen Mahrez' name highlighted. it does make me kind of sad that he's been almost demoted to a secondary role in the squad, because I don't think the wide midfielders are particularly important in this tactic. I'm not sure though. As I've mentioned before, 2-0 via E02. I mean, I'm calling it now, signing of the season. Where was I? Oh yeah, as said, I don't design my own tactics. I'm just going to be upfront about that. I find them on the internet and I use them and occasionally tweak them if I can see something's clearly lacking. This one I haven't touched. It's performed fantastically straight off the bat. So yeah. But yeah, let's go back to E02. I mean, the first few games where he was playing as a lone striker up front, he didn't do particularly well, which was also one of the reasons why I bought Mbolo, because after 2 games we weren't scoring and I was panicking. But yeah. I lost track again. But Iheanacho, he's really come into his own in this 2-striker formation. I'm really impressed. And oh no, is Trippier going to get sent off now? Yes, he is, isn't he? You mug. You utter... Well... I'm going to do this. Because... I'm going to... Oh god, this will end catastrophic. No, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with these slightly defensive wingers. I'm going to move Fuchs in there and proceed to sub him off for... Let's bring on Chilwell. I mean, that should work. It's going to be badly. Yeah, that's a good thing to do, isn't it? It'll work. Alright, let's put the tall guy in the center. Yeah, not really much more we can do, is there? We have to hold out 25 minutes. We can do that. Should I go defensive? No. Why? Don't fix something that ain't broken. Anyways. Why did he have to get a red? That was... Okay, at least we get a free kick now. But it's not a good one, apparently. Not in an important area. Okay. Nope. Fuck. Oh! Post! Yeah. Offside. Yes, thank God. Podolski rockets it off the post, but luckily the rebounder, I guess, was deemed offside. Let's just make a last-minute substitution for the hell. Let's bring on Kramaric. There we go. No particular reason for this, I just felt like doing it. Just give him the last 3 minutes or something. But yeah, this game basically over. We win 2-0 in Istanbul. For some reason, we've been doing absolutely incredibly in Europe. I don't know what we're doing differently. Actually, we're doing nothing differently. I know exactly what we're not doing differently. So that's weird. But hopefully the form in the league will pick up. Oh! Nice goal by Schneider. I don't think it's late, or I think it's too late to actually make a difference. But that looked to be a pretty nice shot. Yeah, outside the box, and he just hammers it. I mean, Rui gets a hand to it, but it's not enough. That's just simply not enough. But as I said, I doubt it's going to be enough to actually equalize. I mean, we're already well into the referees at the time. Yeah, now the game's over. We win 2-1 in Istanbul. So, which also means, if I am correct... yeah, that's fine. I'm going to math quickly. Yes, we are guaranteed a spot in the first knockout round. That's nice. I'm actually going to be right. Andy King, you gashed head. I'll leave that to the physio. I'm not going to risk anything. Yes, okay, so you get a warning. And we qualify for the first knockout round. So, I'm really happy about that. When I beat Dynamo Minsk, I did not expect to qualify for the first knockout round, let alone after 4 games. So that's, I mean, and Iheanacho, 20-year-old, I mean, 11 goals and 17 appearances in all competitions. That's really good. Anyways, as usual, I will be back with you sometime around Christmas. I don't know where exactly, but I will figure it out eventually. In the meantime, hopefully our league form can pick up somewhat to just at least tangentially rival what I have in Europe. I hope. I'm not overly optimistic, but a man can hope. It's a run of fairly easy fixtures. We have Liverpool and United, otherwise it's more or less bottom half teams, so I hope. Oh, actually I have Arsenal too. Oh, crap. Anyways, hopefully next time I see you we will be around 10th and not around 6th. Actually, I kind of did say we were going for Europa League, so ideally around 6th. But after this start to the season, I'm not optimistic about that anymore, especially because, as I said last season, someone once said that where you are after 10 rounds is often pretty close to where you'll finish the season. So I really, really hope that isn't the case this year. Wow, Newcastle's high up, but with a really bad goal difference. Oh yeah, that's because we thrashed them 4-0. And they've won everything else by 1 goal. Makes sense. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.